project. So you would think so, looking at the sky and the sort of light clouds and that, and the sun shining. But we have had 2 torrential days. So we have had 2 horrendous days. 18 mil of rain. So sort of more than 3.5 inches of rain in a day, in a 24-hour period. But prior to that, we've had sort of rain all week. So we've had a lot of rain. Melbourne, as you'll see in these couple of images that I stick in this video footage, has got huge amounts of flooding, and I've just managed to get out here this weekend to have a look around, and so far doesn't look too bad. Hopefully the drainage that I've put in place has all stood up to the test. So the pool's filled up, yeah, that's definitely come up. Yeah, sort of 3-4 inches just with the rain that we've had. But as you can see there, it's also allowed all the grass to start to grow. You can see the water tank's full. We have had water come in here to the top of this water tank, which means the overflow should have been working. Now that is a full water tank. So we need to get that water level down because there is more rain forecast in a week. This tank behind me is 27,000 litres, so I'm going to get almost all of that drained today. We'll just leave this running for a few hours. We've had a leaking off the roof again, so it's not sort of leaking with the seal to the outer roof, it's actually the outer pipe, the inside of the outer pipe. Somehow water gets in there, so I'm going to have to go up and have a look. But we've had a lot of rain, as you can see the breeze blocks underneath. The feet lifting the fire up, they're all soaked compared to the colour of those. This drain is almost blocked. All of the soil behind here is just totally washed out, which gives you an idea of the amount of water that was coming down here then, because this has lasted a year and a half. It stopped raining more than 24 hours ago, and you can see how much water is still flowing out of the pipes from the drains. Oh, wow. So this was an area where I did a bit of a trial. I filled this up with rock with an idea that it would stop all of this erosion. This was all filled with rock and it's gone. Just bits on the side that's left. Okay, we've had a big old tree blown down as well in the storm. This has been one I've been thinking of bringing down, but I was not going to bother. I was just going to sort of leave it. Anyway, it's down now, so there's a lot of clean up to do here. It's never ending every time we get a storm. Obviously this drain here is not finished yet, but you can see the grass marks the amount of water that's been flowing over. Wow, massive amount of erosion here. Well, we've lost our drain, so our drain is in there. All of those rocks and that gravel from, hopefully you can see it through all the tree, all the rocks and gravel from up the hill that I placed is all washed down here now. Our drain is in the middle of that hole and it's overflowed. So if we do this, just sunk. Well, we certainly did have a lot of water because the overflow was flowing. So we've got the pipe as an overflow, and then on top of that we also have a spillway in case I can't cope with it. And that spillway has had water going through it. You can see with the grass sort of bent over. So this is where I've been dragging logs from, and if you remember the other week, this had great big gouges in. What's happened now with the neighbour's dam sort of overflowing, all those big gouges have all been filled with soil and small rocks. We have had a huge downfall of rain, so as you can see that one is working quite nicely. The Aggie pipe, the ditch is working well. Look at that. Huge amount of water just flowing out of the hill from who knows where up there. There's a river flowing down in the gully there. Massive amount of water coming down. We have got a huge amount of water coming off the hill. And what's happened here, but the Aggie pipe, or the Aggie, not too sure what's happened here. It looks like the Aggie pipe is all filled up. Let's have a look. There's an absolute river flowing down here. Hopefully it's all going into this drain, which is exactly what we want it to do. Oh, that's interesting. So we have got Aggie pipe behind here, as you've seen in the past. And it looks like as the Aggie pipe comes along and turns the corner, at that point it actually
dispensing all of its water. And it's hard to see, but you've got it all flowing at the back there. And then going underneath the bag that I put down to stop the moisture rising. Oh, what a mess. Easy fix though. It'll be a case of just digging this Aggie pipe out, and from here changing it from Aggie pipe to solid around the corner and force the water out. Do that when it's dried. Not sure what's happening here though, so I'll have a little dig around, see if I can free this up a bit.